What's going on, everyone? Alex Prime here. Today we're talking about the Nintendo Switch. You saw in the title, we're talking about two games recently announced will not be coming to the Switch. One of them has a ridiculous reason. The other one doesn't really have a reason at all. So we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to talk about solutions to these problems. So first, Wwe 2K19 will not be coming to the Nintendo Switch, and this is after Wwe 2K18 was released on the Switch last year, and still to this date, I believe, is the worst port ever released on the Nintendo Switch. It's had problems, non-stop problems, several patches, still crazy amounts of problems. It's still garbage, basically, and they don't seem to be fixing it. Now, WWE 2K19 is not coming out. 2K had this to say: WWE 2K19 will not be available on Nintendo Switch. The spokesman said 2K is focused on making the best possible experience for WWE 2K fans and will continue evaluating all opportunities to deliver the franchise across additional platforms. Those platforms, of course, being PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC, of course. So that's one game. Big bummer, big time bummer. You guys know I'm a huge WWE fan. I was holding out to get WWE 2K18 for the Switch, and luckily I wasn't a fool and bought it day one without looking at reviews and whatnot, because that game was an absolute nightmare. So I didn't end up buying it. Now you may say to yourself, well, you're part of the problem. You didn't buy a broken game, and now they're not releasing the 2K19. And to be honest, yeah, that is true. By a lot of people not buying 2K18, they're not putting 2K19. That's true. But at the same time, I'm not going to buy a broken game just in hopes that we get one next year. I have multiple ways to play this game. It is what it is. I don't care enough to be a crusader for Nintendo to get third-party games. I just don't care. So, 2K19 not coming to the Switch, very unfortunate. 2K, not cool, especially after the fiasco of 2K18. They didn't even fix the game, and now they're copying out and not putting 2K19. It's not fair. Definitely it's not fair. I'm not for this. I don't think this is good in any way for Nintendo fans or WWE fans in general who want an on-the-go experience for wrestling. Like, this sucks, obviously. But we're going to move on to the next one, and then we're going to talk about solutions at the end. Next game, this was actually announced today. This pissed off a lot of people. We're going to talk about some of it because Twitter was really funny, and a lot of people were in their feelings today. So, Yakuza 0 has been announced they might make a version of Yakuza 0 for the Xbox One. And then when asked about the Switch, they basically just said, no, it's not going to happen. This is what they had to say. Daisuke Sato said, to be realistic, what happened, Yakuza 1 and 2 HD for the Wii U was a huge failure. But we are always looking to develop for multiple platforms as much as possible. And know that brings in a greater audience to attract more people. However, as far as the Switch is concerned, I am convinced that it is not the ideal platform on which to develop Yakuza games. Maybe people don't expect this kind of game on the Switch. Maybe they're used to different games. It may not be the ideal platform. As for the Xbox One, we can consider it knowing that Xbox One users may be more likely to be interested in a game like Yakuza. This could potentially be an option. So, this had a lot of people riled up today on Twitter. Nintendo fans basically losing their mind because out of nowhere, apparently they wanted Yakuza. No one ever mentioned it before, I guess. But Yakuza 0 not coming to the Switch and potentially coming to Xbox. So you gotta give props to Phil Spencer. He's been down to Japan a couple times. They're definitely getting more Japanese support. They just got Nier Automata, and that was a huge win for Xbox to get that game, and now it looks like they may even get Yakuza, so that's pretty awesome. Now, as far as the Switch, is the reason that Sega and this team doesn't want to put Yakuza on the Switch, is it dumb? Yeah, absolutely it's dumb. It's a stupid reason. Basing Yakuza's 1 and 2 HD, basically a remaster on the Wii U, which was Japan only, on Wii U, Nintendo's worst console ever, that's how you're gonna base the Switch's sales for worldwide release on a console that's already outsold the Wii U and has a much broader user base than the Wii U ever hoped to have had? Yeah, it's a stupid reason. Is it the real reason? We don't know. They usually just lie, PR nonsense. At the same time, should you be mad about it? Not really. It's been out on PlayStation a year. It's coming to PC in August. I've already pre-ordered. I'm going to be playing Yakuza 0 on August 1st, but when it comes to the Switch, when a game doesn't come to the Switch, even for people who have multiple devices, they have a PlayStation, they have an Xbox, or they have a PC, one of them, they have a way to play the game, they're crying. I don't get it. If you have multiple consoles, you have a way to play the game, why are you guys causing such a fuss if the game doesn't come to the Switch? So one guy, he was crying so much he tagged Sega and was like, "I'm never buying a Yakuza game again after you insulted us." Like, what the hell, man? It's too funny. That's how you know some of these dudes, they buy other consoles as shields to say they're not fanboys. Like, it's the wildest shit ever, man. As not just one dude, other guys all over Twitter just crying. Like, I don't get it. Maybe it's because I've always been a multi-console person, so it just, like, if it doesn't come to one, you play it on the other. That's just what I'm used to. But this mentality, like, if it's not on the Nintendo platform, you have to cry and boycott the game, that is wild to me. So, solutions. The solution is you gotta be a multi-platform owner, or you just have to come to the realization if you're playing on Nintendo, you're gonna miss a lot of games. Is the Switch getting third-party support? Absolutely it is. But you are not gonna get every single third-party game. It is what it is. You're gonna get a lot of indies, you're gonna get some third-party games, some Japanese games, not Yakuza, but some Japanese support as well. But there's just stuff you're gonna miss out on, and you either have to just deal with it or buy another platform. Crying about it isn't gonna help you, and boycotting games that you clearly had no interest in until it was announced it wasn't coming to Switch, madness. But hey, at least you got Warframe. But if you want to get Yakuza 0, it's still on sale on Fanatical. I believe that's the website. Fanatical is 20% off right now if you pre-order it, so that's pretty dang good, and the game's like 20 bucks. So you really can't lose, and that's for the PC version. I think PS4 is re-releasing the game as a greatest hits. That's also 20 bucks. So you can pick up Yakuza 0 for $20 and go play what apparently is an amazing game from what I hear. I can't wait to play it. August 1st I will be starting. But yeah, Switch gang, like, you just gotta understand, some games just aren't gonna come to your platform, and sometimes we're gonna get stupid answers from these developers. You remember, what the hell was that crappy ass game Cliffy B made? Lawbreakers. You remember that game? He said we didn't have, or one of his developers said we didn't have enough buttons on the Joy-Cons to play his game. Sometimes they just say stupid things. It is what it is. But let me know, guys, in the comment section below. Are you furious that the Switch is not getting Wwe 2K19, or are you furious that we're not getting Yakuza on the Nintendo Switch? Are you never buying a Yakuza game again, Saga? Are you that mad? Do you have multiple platforms and you're crying because you can't play it on the Switch? That's just funny to me. I don't know. Maybe it's not funny to you. Maybe it's real to you. Maybe this kind of stuff gets your blood boiling, but it's not that serious, y'all. It's video games. Play it on the platform you can get it on. It is what it is. This is Alex Prime. I hope you had a great time. See ya.